I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You will never be what I expected. Different frequencies, that's why we ain't connected. You know I will make it through, I got nothing to lose but you. It's true you're so far away, and it's true I can feel the same. It's another day, you know you want me to stay, but I go my way. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You're my gravity. You're calling out my name, but the echo numbs your pain. Sorry, but more than just a shadow, I'm more than just a man. You don't care how I feel, you don't know how I feel. No, you don't know how. I wash away the sorrow till my heart can beat again. You're my gravity. No, you're my gravity. I will let you go, the only thing that I know. You were my gravity, but now I have to leave. I will let you go. Why do you feel that I want? What do you think that I want? I know how to breathe into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity. I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Talking about my generation.
Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here as we get set for full day qualifying in preparation for the 7th race in the second season of the NNSCRA Duracell Lite Series. Getting ourselves geared up for tomorrow at Lucas Oil 100 here at our second straight short track stop of the season. This is Lucas Oil Raceway in Claremont, Indiana, just about a half hour west of Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where we will see the Duracell Cup Series drivers this weekend, as Indiana is the state that plays host to the two respective series this weekend here. Getting set here tonight, 15 minutes on the board. 30 drivers going to partake. With the two tracks being so close, we are going to have still some Cup drivers qualifying in tonight's event in preparation for tomorrow afternoon. I should say 3 drivers, I believe 3 Cup drivers in total are going to be attempting to qualify, and I believe they have just now given the go-ahead for drivers to be able to get out onto pit road, grid up, and head out onto the racetrack. As mentioned, second straight short track of the season here for the Duracell Ultra Light Series drivers, coming off the heels of North Wilkesboro last week that saw Cam Wright Jr. pick up his first career victory, back-to-back victories for Southern Cross Racing, as David Dixon won the week prior at Phoenix International Raceway. So that team doing very, very well right now. And speaking of Cam, he's going to be the first one out onto the track here in that Flamin' Hot Cheetos Chevrolet. With the victory last week at North Wilkesboro, Cam Wright Jr. resumed the points lead, holds 7 points over a tie for second between his teammate David Dixon and Kyle Langland. You then got to go 23 points back before you get to Roberto Crown Jr. and our Daytona winner Skylar Taylor. So the top 3 in the point standings have been able to build a bit of a points cushion, which, if we were talking about last season, that would have been huge because we didn't have any playoffs then. This season, it's important if you're talking about the battle for the regular season championship, but maybe not quite as important due to the fact that the point standings will all get reformatted once the postseason begins. 23.274, the first lap put on the board here in this qualifying session by Cam Wright Jr. That currently is good enough for P1, as your ticker will come up here, showing you the amount of time left in the session and the current speeds coming in. 22.974, a pickup of, would that be 3/10 right there for Cam Wright Jr. on his second lap. Lucas Oil Raceway, we've not, at least to my general knowledge, we've never run this racetrack. Ooh, Cam's gonna get up the track there. Trying to get a little too much, riding the wall through 1 and 2. That'll be something to keep an eye on in tomorrow afternoon's race, but he did clock in even faster to 22.665, but he is gonna have the right side damage there as well. The driver's trying to rip the top here. Some of them having success with it, others not so much. Roberto Crown Jr., we saw him right there. He's 10th on the board right now. In a tie for 4th in overall points coming into this weekend, as somebody had a problem right there in turn 3. Looks like it might have been one of our Cup drivers, Nick Gunther, in the 55, who saw him a couple of weeks ago, or was it last week? I think it might have been last week. Saw him garner a top 10 finish at North Wilkesboro. Gunther going to be making his third Lite start of the season tomorrow afternoon. But going back to Roberto Crown Jr., currently tied for 4th, 23 points out of the points lead coming into tonight. The highest Toyota in the point standings. Next highest Toyota would be in 8th position, and that is a former winner on the year, Cole Koibe. Skylar Taylor right now is clocked in at 4th. Now make it 5th at a 22.632. Skylar, of course, our winner in the season opener at Daytona. He is in that tie with Roberto Crown Jr. for 4th in the standings, 23 points out, but obviously right now inside the top 7 in the point standings with a win. Currently in possession of a playoff spot. As a matter of fact, playoff spots as things currently are scored. Your top 7 in points right now: Cam Wright Jr., Kyle Langland, David Dixon, Roberto Crown Jr., Skylar Taylor, Michael Turner, and Jordan Anderson. First wild card spot would right now be Cole Koibe, who is 8th overall in points. Aubrey Powell, who is 16th overall, would get the second wild card spot, and the final wild card spot would go to the driver highest in the point standings without a victory outside of the top 7. Right now, that would be Nathan Stapleton, who is 9th overall in points, 2 points up on Colin Grace, 4 points up on Jackson Haywood, who for a brief moment was at the top of the board at a 22.521, but he has since been dropped all the way down to 7th as Dave Smith, car that we had in our camera shot there behind Skylar Taylor, is now at the top of the speed charts at a 22.405. So far here in our first 6 races, we have had 6 different pole sitter. Dave Smith looking to be the first repeat pole sitter on the year. Right now, Cody Majoric, 2 100ths off, is 2nd. And Kyle Langland is currently in 3rd in terms of speed. There's 4th on the speed charts right now, Chris Dollerton. Dollerton coming into this race, as that was Kyle Langland diving onto pit road. Dollerton is 18th in points, only 1 top 10 so far on the season for the former Cup Series champion. Trying to get something going, but I guess some good news is on the Cup side, Michael Norman Motorsports has really turned things around. They've got the win with Nathan Norman. Michael Norman had the 2nd place finish at North Wilkesboro last week. Matt McIntyre's up in the top 10 in points. And of course, as well, on the Lite side, Michael Turner has that victory. So, see if Dollerton can get his season turned around. So we're looking at Nathan Stapleton. As mentioned, he right now would hold the final playoff spot if the season were to begin right now. 25th on the board right at the moment, though, for the JBL.com Ford Mustang at a 22.751, and a little bit of a pickup there to a 7.28, but no improvement position-wise. Aubrey Powell, 9th right now for the Interstate Batteries Toyota. Former winner on the season, but the lowest of the former winners in points at 16th overall in the standings. Yeah, she's right behind her teammate Colin Grace in the 27. Sean Galligan coming back out onto the track. Right now 23rd fastest in the number 62 out of Garage 55. Kyle Langland on pit road. He's currently P6. Michael Turner, 6th in points, coming to pit road, 28th right now for him. There's our winner from Manassas, Cole Coybe. Right now he is 27th. Looking for a little bit more speed out of that machine. Had a great run last week at North Wilkesboro. Jumped up 3 spots in the standings. Back up into the top 10 in overall points. And he's coming back down pit road. Didn't like what he felt there on that run. David Dixon currently clocked in at 18th. That's a big pickup for him. He was just moments ago currently in the 29th position, next to last speed-wise, and good pickup for him, moving up at least into the top 20. Craig Batson right now in 27th. He was the slowest in the session moments ago, but a little bit of a pickup for the Bobcat Ford Mustang out of KEB Racing Enterprises. As you saw, Aubrey Powell hit pit road. Let's see if there's any improvement here this lap for Craig, and indeed there is. 22.525 moves him up to 17th. Mike Tellier back out on the track after an adjustment. Right now he is 14th on the board. I mentioned about the fact that we're going to have 3 Cup Series drivers taking part in tomorrow afternoon's race. Mike Tellier's teammate RJ Bishop will be one of them. RJ is right now up to 2nd on the board. He just by 3 thousandths got Cody Majoric, still sitting about 2/10 slower than Dave Smith. The other 2 drivers, we already talked about Nick Gunther in the field, had that moment over in 1 and 2. And then also Jack Mitchell going to be in the field tomorrow afternoon as well. Jordan Anderson running very well in the points, picked up actually the most spots in the standings after North Wilkesboro last week, up 7 spots from 14th to 7th. And right now he is in a good position speed-wise. Currently, well, was 9th, just got dropped to 10th. There's Nick Gunther, 21st on the speed charts right now for the Mimniq 787B Celsius Mazda. And just improved to 21st at a 22.539. Jack Mitchell right now 25th on the board in his Chevrolet out of Adrenaline Motorsports, but got to be very happy with the fact that one of his cars is currently leading the session. So a couple of drivers doing double duty in the Cup Series Lite Series. Autumn Brooks will be doing double duty as well. Runs full-time here in the Lights, runs for points, but she will be heading over to Indianapolis tomorrow afternoon to qualify for the Brickyard 160. As she's now to the inside of Jackson Haywood. Right now Autumn is 19th on the board. Jackson is 8th on the speed charts currently. Good run right now for the Wix Filters Mustang. Ralph Mason trying to get by Cam Wright Jr. Cam, who was the first one out on the track, remember, 4th fastest. Ralph Mason, on the other hand, is currently 16th fastest, as Cam a little high there in the corner, going to get the wall. And now teammates will be side by side here going into turn 1. But with 3.5 minutes remaining, nobody has been able to come close to Dave Smith's near 22.4 flat, 4:05. RJ Bishop is 17/100ths off, currently in 2nd place. And Cody Majoric is a full 2/100ths off of Dave Smith's lap time. It's going to be very unlikely anybody gets him, but you never know. A lot of times we've given the pole away and then somebody ends up clocking in at a lap time that exceeds that in the very closing stages. As we're looking at the 11 out of Trackhouse Racing, Sarah Fogelman doing the driving duties tomorrow afternoon, ready to make her 3rd start on the season. And there is RJ Bishop in the Family Dollar Dark Horse Mustang out of Bishop Family Racing, hoping to hang on to the outside of the front row, maybe improve one position better, coming out right behind his teammate Mike Tellier. Boy, Wes McCoy and Brody Kupski Ironic, the two of them right here, nose to tail with each other, because what can you say about their season? It has not been good at all. Both these drivers still searching for their first top 10 on the year. They are 24th and 25th in the standings, respectively. They need something good to happen tomorrow afternoon. Right now, some good speed out of the 41 car as Brody Kupski sits 6th. Wes McCoy currently 15th, but yeah, man, I'll tell you what, they a top 10. They need a top 10. They are the only two drivers in the point stands that have not scored a top 10, and that includes the Cup drivers that have taken part in the Lights races this season. Dylan Young, Reggie Fogelman, RJ Bishop, Anthony McCurry, Jack Mitchell, and Nick Gunther all have at least one top 10 in the Light Series starts that they've had. And then all the full-time Light Series drivers have a top 10, with the exception of the 41 and the 8. As we're looking at Eli Bright. Eli with a great run last week at North Wilkesboro, moved from 19th up to 15th in points, gaining 4 positions in the standings. He is 15th on the speed charts right now. But with only a minute remaining in the session, Dave Smith looks like he's in really good shape to be leading the field to green tomorrow afternoon. And we'll take a look here real quickly at what's happening around the turn on future scheduling here on NNSCRA TV. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. we've got the qualifying for the Brickyard 160 just down the road here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers, tomorrow afternoon at 3, you'll see these drivers take to the track for the Lucas Oil 100. And then on Sunday, it is the Brickyard 160, the second of our Crown Jewel races here this season. Let's look at what's coming up around the turn. Of course, our Crown Jewel races, the Daytona 500, where we saw Matt Haas go to victory lane. The Brickyard 160, the Darlington race, and the Coke 600 at Charlotte, the 4 Crown Jewel races that we have every single season. Dave Smith, don't want to tear up that race car there, Dave. And it's a fast piece. Set the tone very early on in the session and has been able to maintain. Looks like it'll be a Chevrolet and a Ford that will lead us to green tomorrow afternoon. Dave Smith and RJ Bishop, followed by Cody Majorek, Cam Wright Jr., and Nick Gunther just jumped up to the 5th position a few moments ago. Red flag is out. Session is complete. Very shortly, timing will cease. And the Papa Dave's Chevrolet out of Adrenaline Motorsports is going to be leading us to the green flag in tomorrow afternoon's Lucas Oil 100. Dave Smith captures his 2nd pole of the season, becomes the first repeat pole sitter in Season 2. And he'll share the front row with RJ Bishop. Cody Majorek and Cam Wright Jr. will make up row 2. Cam looking for his 2nd straight victory on the season, 2nd straight short track victory as well. Nick Gunther, Brody Kupski going to make up row 3. Cole Coybe and Ralph Mason in row 4, with Craig Batson and Kyle Langland in row 5. Gunther, Mason, and Batson all really picked up their lap times in the closing stages to start inside of the top 10 tomorrow afternoon. Jackson Haywood, Chris Dalwerton, Jordan Anderson, Skylar Taylor, Autumn Brooks going to be the top 15 as we look a little further on down the running order. A few drivers going to be starting pretty deep in the field that came into this weekend running very well in the point standings. You look outside of the top 20, Nathan Stapleton, 9th in points, going to be starting back in 21st. Colin Grace, who was 10th in the standings, starting back at 23rd. David Dixon, a couple weeks removed from his victory, 24th, after he's 3rd in points coming into this weekend. And then also Michael Turner, who was 6th in points coming into this weekend, going to be starting back in 28th. But it will be interesting to see, as I was going to mention before, I think it was when Gunther got out of shape, we have never run at Lucas Oil before. We don't know how this racetrack will be in comparison to North Wilkesboro last week. Last week at North Wilkesboro, track position was important, but not absolutely the end-all. everybody was able to make passes. Drivers mid-pack were able to work their way to the front of the field. Will that be the case here tomorrow afternoon here at the Lucas Oil Raceway, or will it be all about track position for the drivers that qualified up at the front? We'll have to answer those questions when that race comes around, but we will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for Cup qualifying at the Yard of Bricks and then your Lucas Oil 100. It all goes down tomorrow afternoon. Congratulations to Dave Smith on capturing his second pole of the season, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the continuation of our race weekend here in the state of Indiana. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's qualifying session. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, part of the crew today. We showed your qualifying results, and we will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for continuation of our coverage here on NNSCRA TV, offline racing at its best.
The following has been a presentation of NNSCRA TV for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of the NNSCRA is prohibited. NNSCRA would like to thank all of our loyal fans, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.